It's the weekend, and you know what that means. It's WWND.
Wrestling with neurodivergence, you dumb whores.
And we're coming to you from the birthplace of Roderick Strong.
Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I'm Amanda, and I have ADHD.
I'm Lisa. I have autism. That's our ref, Gary.
And I'm packed with the ADHD.
You sure are.
Don't know why I'm packed today, but I'm packing.
Let's get into it.
Oh, Christ, Gary.
Hey, I started. It's official now.
Get it together, man.
We are going to be discussing the October 16th Dynamite. We open the episode with a video.
Oh, yeah.
Where Moxley is talking while we see Bryan Danielson being carted out after Wrestle Dream. And Moxley says he's going to be responsible for things getting out of control. He has a dream of a land of opportunity where people can come to AEW and they can achieve anything. They can be anything they want. They can be the best versions of themselves. They can be. And we see him telling this to Yuta as it flashes to him at Wrestle Dream ringside looking intense, like he was saying whatever to Adam Cole. Flashes back to Moxley in the back of the truck talking to Yuta. He continues with, wrestling gave him everything he had. He wants that for other people. There's 150 wrestlers on the roster. He hates what AEW has become. Egos out of control, celebrating and dancing when there's no need for celebrating and dancing. He'll burn down the forest to plant a new one. They can see a better future for AEW and they'll do what needs to be done. If you want to come with us, you can come with us. If you don't, run while you can. And he stops and ends with, you work for me now.
So my takeaway from that is that he is really not into the everybody gets a participation ribbon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He would not give the kid that's like picking flowers in the outfield any kind of praise.
That was totally me, by the way.
That's a
Literally.
lot of kids.
Mm-hmm.
And he would not
I
give
was in the
them the
outfield.
ribbon.
I was in the outfield staring at the grass, and my mom's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I was looking for a four-leaf clover.
Yeah.
Maybe I thought I would. But, if I would have found the four-leaf clover, we would have won.
Right,
So,
absolutely. You were doing your
It
part.
was sound logic.
Mm-hmm.
I was lucky. They let me be catcher, so that was good.
Yeah.
It kept me engaged.
Yeah.
But our child tried Pee-wee baseball. No. There was one point where I was carrying him and running the bases because he wouldn't do it.
That's funny.
Was it?
Yeah.
I just know it was an intense promo.
Lisa, just to get this out there, though, Amanda running the bases while holding how many Diet Cokes would you give that?
12 out of 10.
Oh, hot dang.
Nice.
Thank you.
See, it was
You are
awesome.
welcome. Yeah.
Okay, back to the promo. I'm sorry, Lisa.
Oh, that's fine. I'm done with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that promo
Well,
got
we didn't get your take. Oh,
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
That
I'm
was an
sorry.
intense promo.
there, yeah.
It was intense.
It was. He is
I feel
very
like I didn't
good at-
understand it until you said it this time. If as weird as that sounds, because I was in the dark, I wasn't getting it, and
We had to
but
process.
I think I did. I think I did have to process. Yeah.
I'm glad I helped you through that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anyway, I give that an 11 out of 10 on the thirstometer. I mean, it's Moxley.
Yes.
So we are in the arena wherever they are, real time. Adam Cole comes out to the ring. He is wearing black jeans, a great leather jacket. His shoelaces were yellow and that matched the yellow in his t-shirt. But why was his hair wet?
I don't know. That was weird. I did think he was like a subtle bumblebee.
Right.
Was he standing too close to Pac?
Probably. It was just like vicarious.
I don't know, but
Adjacent wet.
his shoes were
Here.
white,
Oh.
and that was throwing me off because I'm like, why were you not just wearing black and yellow Nikes?
I liked it.
Fair.
I don't know. I thought it was delightful overall. But I would say that I was disappointed in him for shaming MJF and his hair transplant.
That's like a new gimmick.
Yeah. Well, it makes me a little sad just because, let's not shame people for doing things that make them feel good.
Well,
Yeah.
look
If
at
they're
it
not hurting other
Look at it this
people.
way, though. They're
Right.
propping up a whole industry over in Turkey.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
there's that.
Because now, how many times have they referenced going to Turkey to get hair plugs? So, like, the hair plug business over in Turkey's got to be booming.
That is true.
Yeah.
MJF is propping up the entire economy of
There you
Turkey.
go.
Yep.
Good for him.
Yeah. See? Doing good things unintentionally.
He did say he may be a lot of things, but stupid is not one of them. And anyone who thinks you can trust MJF is stupid.
Mm.
Remember when Daniel Garcia was all like, I'm going to have MJF in my corner and this is going to work out for me? I was
he
like,
was
does he?
throwing shade at
Right?
Danny.
I was like,
Oh,
did we
yeah.
forget about that?
Oh, Danny. Poor kid.
right?
I missed the balls on the face, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, I do too.
I liked that jaunty part of him.
Yeah. I think he thinks that didn't play well. And maybe overall it didn't, but to this target audience, it played really well.
I like both versions.
Oh, I don't dislike the current version. I just miss the balls in the face dance.
I just want him to do it occasionally. Just throw it out there as a throwback.
I didn't notice in his promo that he mentioned the young group of guys in the locker room who will continue to get better and better and that they will carry AEW into the future. And I honestly think he's referencing Orange Cassidy, Darby, Hook, Daniel Garcia, and Private Party in particular, because those were the guys that at the end of Wrestle Dream were ringside looking devastated by what happened to Bryan Danielson.
But how young is Orange Cassidy really?
I know, but
He's about the same age as me. I looked it up.
Right. So like I wouldn't classify us as like
I think Adam Cole is
Yeah.
younger than Orange Cassidy, but
maybe he's an old soul.
right.
And Orange's nonchalance makes him younger.
I don't know.
There were references all night to the younger talent in the locker room. But
The
he,
Outrunners.
he did, yes,
They're
the youngest
they're
men
the
alive.
youngest of all of them, obviously.
He did call out MJF to fight. And when MJF showed up on the Titantron, he was wearing like black shirt, black pants with like a velvet looking wine colored suit jacket, which was beautiful. He's such a good dresser.
He really is.
Yeah.
I wonder where he gets that style from.
I wonder if he dressed that way in high school.
Probably not.
I just like to think
seems-
of like a young MJF like walking the halls with his
All
velvet
preppy.
jacket.
Actually, I get the vibe that he's the type of guy that blossomed when he was older. And he
Yeah.
was just kind of nerdy in high school.
Yeah, but I really desperately want to think of like a scrawnier, like younger version of him,
Fair.
just like
No, that's fair.
walking.
I don't know.
through
I
the
feel like
halls,
some of the people
like
that
winking at the other kids,
some of the people that
having a music
peak too
montage.
early then just don't really do much later, you know?
Right.
Well, that's what I tell all the high school kids I work with. I'm like, these should be good times. They shouldn't be the best times.
Right.
We don't want to peak too soon.
No.
So don't peak yet.
100% agree.
My takeaway, it was an okay promo. I know they're trying to salvage what happened between, because it was supposed to be, I mean, Adam Cole jumping off that ramp and freakishly injuring his ankle and being out for like a year really derailed all storyline plans they had between him and MJF. So I guess we're just going to have to go with the flow here and see what happens.
Yeah. Ankle injuries are no joke.
No, they are not.
No. My dad said that was like the worst surgery he ever had, and he had open heart surgery
Mm.
when he had ankle surgery.
Yeah.
Best wishes, Adam Cole. Also
Yeah.
use a blow dryer. You're going to catch a cold.
Yeah, his hair looks really nice when it's dry. So I don't know why
Maybe he was trying to go for like that, freshly out of the shower and chick stick it.
I don't know. He does that every time. And it's like, you're not even in gear, dude.
I have no idea then.
I'm just going to go with he was standing too close to Pac.
Probably, yeah.
Pac.
I think
Pac.
He-
I always...
we say
I think it's
interchangeably.
interchangeable.
I think it is too, but which one do you go with?
Pack.
Okay. Then I want to be like you when I
Oh,
grow up, so I'm going to go
thanks.
with Pac.
Okay, well, I will continue to say it both ways
That's fine.
in the same setting, like just so y'all know.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
Thermometer,
Yeah?
8 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
MJF's jacket.
Nice. The jacket brought it up. I like
Mhm.
it.
You liked Adam's jacket too, though.
Yes, I did.
So it was a good jacket promo.
It
Right.
was.
If we
the
didn't
jackets
have,
were amazing.
Jacket, tasket, whatever.
Tastic.
It's
Yes.
been a long day.
It's jacket-tastic.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Hey, it doesn't matter. I like what you said.
Thank you.
It took a bit to get there, but it was worth the journey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now we have Renee with Chris Jericho after Wrestle Dream. We did not need to see this. He's feeling vindicated. It's the week of Chris Jericho. He's co-starring in Terrifier 3. I hope he died a grisly, awful death. I don't know. I will not be seeing Terrifier.
What is
that
that?
movie's doing really well.
It's a horror movie
Oh.
with Art the Clown. I guess Terrifier and that whole franchise is very gory.
Yeah, it's actually doing really well in the box
It is.
office.
It
though.
really is.
But
Well, I don't-
Also, Fozzy is on tour, so I don't know why Chris Jericho is around. Anyway, he claims that Mark Briscoe cheated and he wants a rematch, and he'll be a 2-time Ring of Honor champion, just like Jay Briscoe.
he needs to get his name out of his dirty whore mouth.
Yeah, that's my takeaway too.
Yeah.
I
it's a
did.
solid takeaway.
I also did not need to see him like post match all gross and sweaty because it's
Yeah.
Chris Jericho. So thirstometer, all the Diet Pepsis.
Ooh, suck on that, Chris Jericho.
It didn't even matter that Renee was there looking beautiful in a sparkly dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
If you
one-
want, we'll give her separate Diet Cokes, but Either way,
He cancels her out.
that's true.
You can't.
Him
salvage it.
being shirtless and sweaty and
Mhm.
gross.
Mhm.
Like, just.
There's no salvaging that.
No.
No.
But now we're backstage with Renee and Mark Briscoe.
Mm.
And Mark Briscoe says Chris Jericho says a lot of dumb stuff. And he just lets it go in one ear and out the other, but he can't let Jericho keep using his brother's name.
Right?
So they're going to
Fair.
amp up the violence and have a ladder war on next week's Dynamite for the Ring of Honor Championship. So Renee was wearing, and I can't let it go because I didn't let Shelty Benjamin do it,
Mm-hmm.
2 different color reds.
Oh.
I thought they were orange.
Okay, her pants looked orange,
I
and
thought
the-
they were
but
different
they
tones
were-
of red.
Okay.
but it was red because in another shot...
It was an orangey red. I'll give you
Well,
that.
It was, yes, because then in another backstage
Mm.
segment, you could see that it was a different red.
Okay, well.
It was like an orange undertone red.
Okay,
Does
so
that
maybe
make
that's-
sense?
Yeah, for sure.
But if he can't pull it off, neither can she.
Okay.
It was the one time she was not effortless. And I was like, who dressed you, Renee? That's not working for me.
Now, just to back up, did I hear a shout out to Shelty Benjamin? Is that what you said?
Well, because Amanda and I decided Shelton doesn't work.
No.
No.
I like that. I
But-
just didn't know it was official. He's
in my
Shelty.
head, I call him Shelty.
Now, Amanda, you once called him Shelty Benji, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is really fun too, because Benji's a dog, and
Yeah.
a Shelty is a type of dog.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like it. I just wanted to point out the nickname,
Yes.
if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. And an all elite wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
Tim refers to him as Shelty B.
Yeah.
He sounds like a Spice Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Shelty B does sound like a Spice Girl.
Mm-hmm. Be the ones with all the dogs. Everything they wear is dog patterns.
Yeah.
That would have been my favorite.
So, takeaway. I'm looking forward to the ladder match, and I hope that Mark Briscoe hits him with a lot of ladders.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Solid.
Thirstometer,
Mm-hmm.
6 out of 10.
Oh.
She doesn't match.
It's
Yep.
yeah,
that-
it's
nope,
the
that
2
makes
different
sense.
reds. It was killing me.
I get
And
it.
I thought it was orange, and I still didn't like it.
No, it just didn't. It wasn't like a
I
coordinating.
liked the pants by themselves,
and I liked the top
shirt
by itself. Yeah,
But yeah, no, not
together, no.
Mm-mm. Sorry, Renee,
Yeah,
didn't work.
No, it's all right.
I did like her half up, half down ponytail thing.
yeah,
Can't
that was
go
cute.
wrong. Yeah.
First match, FTR versus Big Bill and Brian Keith. Ref is Paul Turner. So I noticed Big Bill has trees on the front of his trunks.
Yes, we also noticed that it has very questionable crotch.
Placement.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
didn't
I
love
was
that.
like, I didn't want to look at that, but I had to see
No.
what that was.
no, that was unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. FTR was wearing the 70s style trunks.
I really like those.
Mm-hmm. Cash, I think it was, okay, you know how Dax and Cash have the trunks where it's like the skull pictures of them on the back of the trunks
Mm-hmm.
with like the lightning?
Mm-hmm.
He had those on his boots.
That's
Oh.
nice.
Mm-hmm. And his shirt referenced where he lives, the straight out of Old Fort,
Oh, okay.
because that was affected by the hurricane.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And FTR won.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw that Rush, Dralistico, and Beast Mortos were watching the TV backstage and watching the match. I loved that Beast Mortos he just was delightful wearing that maroon polo shirt with the collar
Yeah.
while looking like a minotaur.
Yeah. Well, he is a Minotaur, Lisa.
Well, I know to you guys, yes, but to me, he's like a dude in a minotaur mask.
That's fair. As long as you're okay with me correcting you.
Of course.
Fake correcting you saying, but Lisa, he's a Minotaur.
I understand
Okay, good.
Sometimes
completely.
they need to dress up.
Mhm.
Yeah, indeed.
I feel like it was a theme night for him,
Yeah,
and it was dress up day.
that's when he's a lawyer.
Yes.
Mm.
Frank Mortos, attorney at RAR. They have the shirt. Matt Taven has the
Oh my
shirt.
god, that's delightful. Oh,
Then we see that the Outrunners come out wearing
Yeah.
the FT Runners tights,
Mm,
and they
Yeah.
celebrate with FTR.
I love that.
I love a good son of a bitch handshake.
Mhm.
Oh, gets me every time.
The pose off.
Mhm.
Give me the ref rundown, Gary.
Well, just a heads up to the audience, I wanted to kind of standardize my ratings so we
Mhm.
have something. So I'm just going to give a quick recap. Paul did a swell job, so he's going to get 1 thumbs up. So good job, buddy.
Nice. I thought it was a great match, and we got to see the youngest men alive.
That always is the icing on the cake.
Mm-hmm.
All
I
right,
like it.
so
Thirst Thirstometer.
Oof.
Okay, Big Bill and Brian Keith, I'm going to give you 2 Diet Pepsis.
Oh, that's generous.
Mhm.
Oh, no. Diet Pepsi.
No,
Well,
it's still generous because
yes.
it's not all the Diet
Okay,
Pepsis.
yes,
It's just
okay.
2.
My brain is
Yeah.
processing.
Everybody else, you get like 6 Diet Cokes.
Okay.
Fair.
All right.
Let's close this out.
All right.
Thank you. We are backstage. Renee is with the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass, and she is wondering what's next for them now that they've beat MXM Collection. And Billy's like, we're going to the gym, I guess.
Solid answer.
Yeah, so he's going to go get the car ready, and then MVP shows up and says, when you're ready to go be serious, give him a call. He gives Max Caster his card. Max pockets the card real quick. And Anthony's like, we don't need anything from you. And MVP's like, okay. But then I noticed that Max Caster just like kept looking at MVP.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I was like, when will Max Caster, if this happens, when will he turn? Because Anthony was really good as a singles wrestler.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's going to happen, if they're going to break up.
Yeah.
So I'm the type of person who just accepts cards to be polite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So
you
that
are.
is my-
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah.
And it's a good thing. You don't want to insult somebody like, no, just take the card and move on.
I just noticed.
I doubt that that's what was going on because there's always more than that. But that's just my like, oh, he's just being nice.
I noticed a big theme of people wearing jackets with no shirts.
That is a thing now, isn't it?
Yeah. And I was like, what is going on?
Well, it's better than if they were wearing like crop tops
And no.
and a jacket.
Oh,
Like that would be awkward.
I don't know. I will take a jacket and no shirt over shoes and no socks.
Oh, yeah.
But that's a me personal thing.
Yeah.
And I will judge the crap out of Don Callis.
Yeah. I do feel like a jacket on my armpits though is
It's
like
gross.
yuck.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
yeah,
like
no,
That's
get
what
you
I
there.
think. I'm like, I don't want to get
'Cause it doesn't-
sweat.
It
on
doesn't
the-
feel comfortable.
No.
Actually, to me, it's just knowing that I'm getting deodorant on it. It really grosses me
It's
out.
the deodorant
Mm-hmm.
and the sweat. And
Well, and jackets aren't typically like as comfortable.
exactly.
Like it's not as nice on your skin. That's why you wear other clothing.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I bet you though that the pink Darby Allin jacket is.
That's not a jacket though. It's a zip up hoodie.
It's a zip up hoodie blanket, quite frankly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Although
sorry.
I wouldn't wear a zip up hoodie without a shirt under it either.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Because there's a zipper.
Mm-hmm.
Zippers aren't nice against your skin.
No.
it's cold when it touches your skin.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So we'll see what happens between these two.
I would be sad to not hear them say everybody loves the Acclaimed
Mm-hmm.
because they do such a good job with that.
I mean, it was the Scissor Me Daddy Ass that really
Yes.
brought Lisa and I together in the world of wrestling. When I found out that we could scissor each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I was
I mean-
like, okay.
Our kid likes that too.
Yeah.
Thirstometer, 8 out of 10.
Ooh.
We have our next match. Mercedes Moné with Camille versus Queen Amanada for the TBS title. Ref is Aubrey Edwards. Queen Amanada was wearing pale pink and she looked beautiful.
Her matching, like her kinesio tape even matched. It was
I
pink.
know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pretend that yellow is supposed to be gold that she was
Sure.
wearing.
Yeah. I did think the yellow was a little bit of an odd
It was.
choice for the.
It was pale though, at least.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah, it wasn't that like fluorescent yellow of.
Chris Jericho's jacket.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the worst. Because
Ugh.
I've noticed like that's like popped up in other people's
Mhm.
outfits. Like not as obnoxious, but it's like, ugh, it's that color. Yuck.
Yeah. I really liked Mercedes' gear. The silver, blue, and red. And
I
her
think it's very patriotic.
yeah, her gear is looking a lot more put together, more
Yeah.
professional.
Yeah.
Not all tassely like
Yeah.
She's definitely developing a better style all around.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I loved Camille's blue pantsuit, but I have no idea how she was wearing those high-heeled boots.
I don't understand any of that. I feel like Camille shouldn't be allowed at ringside
Mm.
because she always creates some kind of havoc, which I get is the point, but my brain thinks like that's not fair. And everybody knows that there's going to be something. So just don't let them have a chair or something that they can sit in.
I will say, to back you up, she definitely is adding less and less to the whole thing for me, but
She's eye candy for me.
and that's fair.
So she can have a chair and she can sit in her seat
Yeah.
and let the other people do what they're supposed to do. But whatever.
I mean, because when it comes to ringside talent, I think of like Nana, Prince
Yeah.
Nana getting everyone to shout whose house,
Yes.
Yep.
do some of that. hype up the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she just sits there
Yeah.
or interferes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't like it, but whatever. It's fine.
Add to the hijinks.
Yeah.
We do have a CTE alert.
Yes.
Oh no.
Aminata had butted Camille.
Oh, it was awful.
What a waste of a brain.
I know, right? She's so smart.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that stuff. You know better.
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes won. What'd you think of Aubrey?
Well, I think Aubrey did a phenomenal job. She was right where she needed to be and just on top of things. She's going to get 2 thumbs up.
Ooh. How many is the max thumbs up?
2.
Oh, okay.
I only have 2 thumbs.
Well, I didn't know if you had an extra thumb.
No.
That
It'd be cool if I did, but I don't.
Like if you
I mean, we'll see. Maybe there's a scenario where a ref will go above and beyond so much that I'll have Lisa throw a thumb in. But
Okay.
for now, the rating ceiling is 2 thumbs.
Okay.
So I appreciate that question.
Yes, thank you.
Wish I would have thought of it, but
It's all right.
I have bronchitis. I'm not in my right mind.
Nobody
Totally
got time
fine.
for that.
No. My takeaway, they have great in-ring chemistry.
Yes.
They do.
It was a phenomenal match. It was just so well done.
Yes.
So well-oiled machine. Just
Mhm.
it was super fun to watch.
Yes. Thirstometer, I'm going to go 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame you there.
Queen Aminata.
Okay, I just remembered something that I observed.
Go ahead.
Mercedes tights
Mm-hmm.
had all kinds of rips in them.
Yeah.
And I was not impressed with that because
Yeah.
she's supposed to be all like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
like
I
blah,
remember
blah,
you
blah,
saying that.
CEO, whatever. And it's like, but your tights look like garbage.
The CEO would not have such tattered
No.
tights.
There were
Fair.
like big holes in the thighs. And then like one was like on her butt, which I think probably just like happened because of all the things that they were doing. And
Mhm.
that's how tights work. But,
Yeah.
But I was just like, seriously, the rest of you looks fantastic. Like,
Well, maybe next time she'll step it up.
well, and maybe those were just the only tights she had.
True.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Aminata could like loan her a pair of hers.
No, she's got the
No.
sparkly ones. It
Mhm.
wouldn't match.
Not only that, like
And
they
the
wouldn't
size
have
difference.
the size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Height difference, everything.
Yeah, I didn't even
Yeah.
think of the size difference, but you're absolutely right.
Because she's like super tiny and petite.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was my
No, it's good.
one of my observations.
I like it. I like hearing what you have.
Mhm.
It's interesting to see what other brains are processing
Yep.
while you're watching.
All right, let's close out this match.
All right, here we go. It is closed out.
We have Renee with Private Party. Private Party asked for the Young Bucks to be there, and Private Party wants another shot at the tag titles. Matthew said he was wrong for calling them mid-card talents. Private Party took them to the limit, but they aren't getting another shot, and they walk off. Stokely shows up and points out that every time he fails, nobody says he deserves another opportunity. So if he doesn't get that recognition, why should Private Party? And then he said, "You've been here since the Obama administration, and what do you have to show for it?"
That tickled me.
I know. He thinks next time they challenge for the tag titles and lose, Private Party should be done. And then he goes, "Besides, everyone knows Isaiah is the single star, but that's not his business." And he looks directly at the camera,
Mm-hmm.
which I loved. And Isaiah goes, "If that's what it takes." So I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, are they going to continue being a team or are they splitting as well? Thirstometer,
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
Ooh.
We now see the Elite consisting of Okada, Jack Perry, and Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. And for some reason, Jack Perry is the mouthpiece for the Elite during this whole segment.
Yeah.
I think it's because he has the best hair.
Must be.
Hmm.
And Jack Perry says today is Kenny Omega's birthday.
Which it was. I totally saw that
Yes.
online beforehand. So.
Yep. And he's like, "You got 20 feet of your putrid intestines removed to save your life after we almost ended it." We see a cake that says "Happy Birthday, Kenny." Jack dumped pig intestines and organs on it.
That was very yucky.
And then Okada says,
Happy birthday, bitch.
I don't want that to be as delightful as it is.
"It is, though."
Delivery's on point.
I want
Yep.
that to be in one of those electronic voice greeting cards that you open.
Yes.
That would be a great merch.
It would.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. You can have it, Tony Khan. Throw it in the AEW shop.
Store, yep.
Make a birthday card.
And then Jack is like, "Get well soon, Kenny, or die. I really don't care."
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's That's not nice.
thus cementing more heel
Mm-hmm.
status for him.
Yeah.
I don't really have any takeaways for this except like, okay,
I think he's just hurt.
yeah,
You don't say that to somebody unless you have really hurt feelings about something.
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
Solid points, ladies. I like it.
Thermometer, 9 out of 10.
Oh, wow. Even with pig guts, it got a 9.
Well, yeah.
That's why it's a 9 and not a 10.
Fair.
Kind of like dampened the mood and the ambiance of all of the, goodness going on.
Now we have a match. The conglomeration consisting of Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Rocky Romero versus the EVPs and Okada.
Mm-hmm.
The ref is Rick Knox. I personally love it when Rocky wears the purple, silver, and black.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's
It
very
just-
classy.
And it works really well with his skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that Okada has freshly bleached hair.
He sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. I
But
said that
it's
to Gary.
nicely toned.
I'm like, he just got his hair done.
Yep, it's nicely toned. It looks shiny and healthy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kyle looks like he got new trunks. They're black, silver, and gold. I don't remember seeing those before.
I don't remember what they looked like because we already talked about how I have zero ability to keep any pictures in my brain.
I don't know how the EVPs wrestle in suit vests.
It takes talent.
I don't know.
I think that would be restricting.
Yeah, I would think so, too.
Maybe there's like some secret stretch in him.
Oh, yeah.
know,
That could be, yeah.
Some elastane,
Mm-hmm.
like my jeans. Which, interesting side note, when I was younger, my jeans, I always got Levi's and they were stiff and whatever. And that's how jeans were supposed to be. And I was so mad when they started to put stretchy stuff in jeans. Cause I'm like, that is not how jeans are supposed to fit. They're supposed to be kind of tight and hug my body in a certain way, to keep it all in. And I was irritated beyond belief. And now I'm old and oh God, if there's no stretch in my pants, I'm just like, oh my God, I can't wear this. This is terrible. So
Yeah.
So maybe there's some stretch in those little vests.
That could be the only explanation.
I did really like their outfits though. I noted that I think they ooze a lot of Riz.
Oh, yes.
They're Riz oozers.
That sounds a lot dirtier than it is.
Oh God, my kid would hate me.
Midway through the match, which I thought was a good match, Wheeler Yuta came out and attacked Orange. And I'd just like to point out, if he wants to continue to be a heel, he needs to wear darker colors. But I did like his pants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Agreed.
And Claudio and Pac came out, and Pac is again only in wrestling gear.
That's just what he does. I
And
don't
he
know.
sweat.
Do you think he drives like that?
I'm going to pretend yes. He goes everywhere.
He's on a flight. That's what he's wearing.
Yep.
Oh my God, I would not be able to sit by him.
Oh, he's a bastard, Amanda.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
do you think he'd take his shoes off on the plane?
No.
No, he's not that. He's not that.
He's not. He has some manners.
Oh, okay, good. Well, aside from not wearing any other clothes,
Right,
he
exactly.
at least wears his shoes.
Yep.
Well, that's appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And Claudio is still in the white tank top. It just,
I don't know.
there's no heel energy.
No, he doesn't have. The vibes are off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like he's just going to go to the gym.
Yeah. He looks like he could go grocery shopping.
Mm-hmm. And then I noticed the EVPs and Okada obviously are just standing on the ramp okay, should we get involved? No, probably not. And then Mox and Marina joined in the beatdown of Orange. Marina looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boots were great. Moxley was in all black, very form-fitting.
I stand by. I would not want to cross Marina. I would rather run into John Moxley. I feel like he would have some mercy.
With the way he is now, probably not, but
I feel like I'd have at least a chance. Marina would have no time for any of that. I feel like with John Moxley, I could maybe make him laugh or something. Have a hint of some kind of a smile or, a glimmer in his eye. I don't know.
maybe,
I mean, not like I'm going to run across him. I don't go hiking in the desert.
right? Action Andretti, Dante and Darius Martin come out to help Orange. They get beat up. But now at least Action Andretti's whole hothead thing makes sense to me. Because I can't really picture a dude that basically shotguns water as a party trick backstage take on the BCC.
Yes.
Because he used to be like, you got water? And then smash the whole water bottle really fast. Then Dark Order comes out. They get beat up. Jack Perry comes out, gets the rest of the Elite. they go backstage. And Mox says, if you're involved with All Elite Wrestling, you are under attack. If you didn't like what happened on Saturday night, if you don't like this is just the cost of doing business. And again, Claudio needs to change tank top colors. Wheeler, I think, is heelish due to his beard and unkempt appearance.
I don't even see that.
Like his beard
I know his
is
beard
just
is
like
unkempt, which
and
just
his hair
irritates
is
me.
kind of like a little too long.
I know, but that doesn't scream. I mean, that just.
It's just the way he's like looking lately. Like
I think it's just. To me, he just still looks like a little kid who's trying to like be a grown up with his beard and his hair.
that's
And it's just because he's young.
yeah.
Like he's got to get some, crow's feet or something, and then we'll talk.
Right. Well, Daniel Garcia and Private Party with Christopher Daniels came out to help everybody that got beat up. So what'd you think of the ref, Gary?
I gotta say, Rick, you let it just all go to hell. So I'm gonna give a big thumbs down.
Can the thumbs down be 2 thumbs down, or is it only just
Well,
1 thumb? Because we don't want to make you feel too bad.
It's actually just 1 thumb because we don't want it. Can be 2 thumbs down. It can get to that point, but we don't want him to feel too bad because he did show up at the very end, which actually
and tried to help,
but at the same time, it's like too little, too late, dude. Thumbs down.
Yeah, I also feel like there's no reining it in if Moxley comes out because he's on
Right.
a rampage.
He is.
I'd be like, peace out.
Yeah, still.
There's no way to.
I understand if you're the pilot and you're in the plane and Moxley says we're going down. Yeah,
You're
sucks.
going down.
You're going down,
Mhm.
but still, we got to look at the pilot and be like, bad job, dude.
Yeah, poor choice.
So my takeaway, I honestly think they came out to beat up Orange Cassidy because, okay, first, Orange helped train Yuta, and Yuta, I think, still has to prove himself.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't have the crow's feet.
Correct. Like, they did make him at Wrestle Dream be the one to put the bag over Bryan Danielson's head. And I think they're still like, you're still not totally part with us yet.
So it's like a hazing.
Kind of, yeah. So they make him attack Orange. And I still think Orange is a threat to Blackpool Combat Club because when Orange had the international title, he was a serious threat to Jon Moxley. And I think he did beat Mox.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And we're seeing who's stepping up also. Like, Mox is great and intense promos. Claudio still seems to be directing Yuta because as they were leaving the ring, Claudio was pointing at the rest of the BCC leaving and looking at Yuta and then motioning, like, follow them. And then Yuta was going because he, like, took his hand, looks at Yuta and, like, motions with his head in his hand like you would, like, a kid.
Right.
Like, get in line.
Sure. He's the teacher.
Correct. I also think that it's interesting that Mox isn't wearing the title. I think it's in the briefcase.
Oh.
So it's not like a prize
Sure.
that they're showing off. It's just kind of like...
This is part of my job supplies, I guess.
Right.
I can't think of words. The things that you would bring to work
Yeah.
to do your job.
Yeah. It's...
I bring a laptop.
Mm-hmm. And he brings the title.
Yeah.
Although,
it would be weird if I put a laptop like in a papoose and carry it, like wore it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? I'd go into schools. They'd be like, what are you doing? This is my...
Well, when he won it at Wrestle Dream, they shoved it in a duffel bag right away. And then took off after they assaulted Bryan Danielson.
They don't want to be flashy. No egos.
No egos, no celebrating, just bashing heads. I'm still interested to see who's going to step up. But I guess they were saying like Darby proclaimed himself the face of AEW. But then during this whole thing, they were saying like, well, Orange is the face of AEW. And Darby hasn't been seen since Wrestle Dream. So what's going on?
It's probably resting. It's a little broken body.
Maybe.
Well, he was also skateboarding.
That was before though.
True.
Maybe
True.
he's skateboarding now. Maybe he's on a skateboarding retreat.
He was the first to run out to try to help Bryan. And they taped him to the ring.
Oh,
and
yeah.
made him watch.
Maybe he's doing a therapeutic
Retreat?
intensive thing. He's doing intensive therapy right now.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Thirstometer. 11 out of 10.
Oh.
I mean, Moxley's clothes are so well fitting. He looks so good.
And we already know how you feel about Marina's outfits.
Yeah, she looks so good. They both look so good. So good. So we cut to the cameras are catching up with the Elite. And I don't know the woman's name yet. But she's like, what happened out there? And they're like, what happened out there is none of our business. Daniel Garcia rushes up to them and is like, how can you just sit back there and let that happen? You're going to let this place go down in flames. You built this place 5 years ago. And he goes forehead to forehead with Jack Perry. And Nicholas is like, cool it, in due time. Garcia tells Private Party that he has their back if they have his back. And they're all like, yep.
We're all back to back.
Yep. Everybody's got everybody's back. So that's that.
Yeah.
I guess. Thirstometer.
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
All right.
Everybody's very average.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess average for
You can't
me
be
isn't
super hot all the time.
Yeah.
No, and I guess
Remember, you can't always drink from a fire hose.
Yes, and I guess average for me is still very high.
Oh, sure. I mean, if anybody ever told me I scored a 6 or above, I'd be proud of myself. So
If I scored a 4 or above, I'd be like, "What?
Yeah.
Hot damn!
I'm not good at numbers.
Low expectations." You don't number well.
I don't.
yeah, that's all right.
I'm not good at making those scales. I like the scales that have smiley faces.
We have a match with Leo Rush, accompanied by Layla Gray versus Shelton Benjamin.
Ah, Shelty.
Shelty, accompanied by MVP. Ref is Paul Turner.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the gold and black of Shelty's tights, and it does say Hurt Syndicate on the back of them.
Nice.
So now we know the name. It's Hurt Syndicate. Layla looked great, but I hope that outfit had a liner
Yeah.
because it was the latex PVC
Whoa.
looking, and she's going to be sweaty as
So
all get
sticky.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shelty was throwing Leo around like a rag doll.
Yeah.
He really was.
But he had like his spider monkey actions going on too.
He did.
Yeah.
He got some moves in.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Shelty is 49?
Yeah, you were telling me that. I was blown away when I heard it though.
Mm-hmm.
He must have really great moisturizer.
I liked the orange/rust color of MVP's tie and pocket square.
Oh, I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, and he had like a matching little carnation on the lapel too.
Oh, fancy.
Mm-hmm. He's a snappy dresser.
Yeah.
Shelty B1.
Yes, he did.
What'd you think of Paul Turner?
Well, I think Paul did a pretty good job. It was a little, I think Paul was just as surprised as I was with how long it actually went. I mean, it seemed like Leo was, but he held in there. So, and Paul stayed right with him. So he gets a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Leo's scrappy.
He is scrappy.
He is.
Mm-hmm. I would want him on my team.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a good match. Great showing by Shelton. I noticed, and I thought this was funny in a, that's weird way, but it is what it is because it's wrestling and you just go with it. As they say, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Move past it. Just move past it. Leo just comes out like bopping along to his entrance music like, woo, business as usual when your friends just got the crap kicked out of them.
He is
Yeah.
a professional.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, and they mentioned that in All Elite wrap up as well. And I was like, yeah, you guys saw it too.
He's
just
just
has-
a pro.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe when you just have a,
That's what
That-
happens it's just business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had a bad meeting.
I guess.
honestly, like I get it. I took that away too, but whenever I see him, I'm like, that jacket's got to be so warm.
I know.
I think
big
it looks
poofy
like the ones that like swimmers in the Olympics wear out to the.
Good point. So actually, maybe it's helped keeping his muscles warm because that's
Yeah.
why they wear those.
I just think the things on it look like noodles. So it's
Yeah.
an interesting pattern for me.
I just keep thinking, wow, that'd be nice to wear in the winter.
Absolutely.
It
It's
would be
very
nice.
practical.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it would be nice.
Thirstometer.
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Shelty's head is so gorgeous. It's
yeah.
like very nice and round. It's like,
He
okay.
had enough tummy time when he was a baby.
I gotta say, for him being that fit and whatever at
Yes.
49 is just unbelievable.
Shall we close out this match, sir?
You betcha.
Thank you. We now are with Renee, and she is with Swerve and Prince Nana. I am not a gamer, but apparently Swerve was wearing a Mass Effect jacket.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's a video game.
It's a video game,
okay.
Mass Effect.
Sure.
I was just like, wow, that's a nice jacket. But then on Threads all day, I was like, oh, I guess that's referencing Mass Effect. And I was like, okay.
Neat.
Which
Yeah.
I personally haven't played it, but I've heard great things about it.
All I know is Swerve and Pigtails. I love.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, those are my only notes.
All right.
Yeah, Thirstometer,
Mm-hmm.
11 out of 10.
Oh, there we go.
You had Swerve and pigtails, and it was Swerve.
Fair.
Okay, now we're in the ring with Tony Schiavone, and he's like calling a press conference because it was called by Don Callis.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Cage and Lance Archer are in the ring. Right off the bat, I notice Lance Archer has no braids in. Why his hair is wet, I don't know.
Pac's just like shaking off like a dog.
I guess.
Yeah.
And his hair is in his eyes. Like, stop it.
I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
Partly why I can't have bangs.
His whole look just didn't make sense to me whatsoever. And I did not like it at all personally. But, we'll see. This was only the debut. They tweak things as they go.
True.
And it's not up to me,
Yeah.
And Brian Cage is clean shaven.
Yeah. Which I thought looked good on him.
And he had a fresh haircut.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I think he was like giving up on trying to be Wolverine.
Right?
And
or it was like something.
It just looks good.
Yeah.
Good for him.
His jeans were not skin tight either. I really appreciated that. They were like relaxed fit.
But something else we both noticed, Lisa, if you want to elaborate.
The pec rolling.
Yeah.
Whatever he was doing.
He was moving those
pecs.
Those pecs.
Yeah.
He just kept doing it was both like the bopping back and forth, but then he also like could roll them.
You know how some people can roll their stomachs like in a wave? He was doing that with his pecs.
It was impressive.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You have to go back and watch it.
Do you think that's like a new trick for him?
I don't know.
And he wanted to
Maybe.
debut it and he's like, check it out.
It was interesting.
Yeah. It was like he was fidgeting, but with his pecs.
It was almost like,
Interesting.
hey, The Rock, you can do your little boink, boink, boink. Check this shit out. It was
It really was impressive. I was like, I can understand the mechanics of pop and pecs, but how are you doing that?
and obviously he really works out. He's got like one crazy body, but he's got some good muscle control too if he can do that.
Well, I bet he practices mindfulness.
Let's hope so.
Like he's really like present in his body and he can feel
Who
where
knows?
things are. Interesting. Well, good for him.
Yeah. But Don Callis called out Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita. Kyle needs a haircut.
Yeah.
And why is he just wearing a jean jacket with no shirt?
I don't know. That grosses me out.
But Takeshita with his hair loose and dry looks beautiful. And he had a shirt on. Granted, it was a black tank top, and that's still like, ugh. But,
Yeah.
and I did like the red sneakers with the all black.
Yeah.
And I do like to pretend that Don wears like the little no-show socks.
He has to. Or I was reading on a mom group, like people will put socks over the insoles, like little no-show socks they put on the insoles so then you can just take it off when you need to be washed so they don't get smelly.
Oh.
So maybe he does that.
Interesting.
I'm pretending he's wearing like the nylon no-show ones, because they're sparkly shoes.
Oh, yeah.
I hate all of that because then they just slip off.
So I noticed something in the ring, and we always mention how tall Kyle is.
Yes.
Lance Archer looked taller, so I looked it up. And he is on Wikipedia, which we know always tells the truth.
Obviously.
Says that he's 6'8".
That's very tall.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he looks tall
Yeah.
to me.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Fletcher still doesn't look tall. It's just like messes with my brain. But just interesting how bodies work.
Yeah. So my takeaway,
Mm-hmm.
this new group looks interesting.
Yeah.
They are definitely a motley crew.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Well, I know how you feel about Motley Crue's, so you're in for it.
Yeah.
Okay, I was in my brain thinking you were saying Motley Cruise.
Oh,
like
yeah.
a cruise ship.
No,
And
I
that
was
was
saying
very weird.
I was saying Motley Crue as plural, which isn't really possible, but yeah.
No, that
Or you
is.
have a plural of
Yeah.
motley crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
As
But
in
just,
like multiple.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Cool,
makes
cool,
sense.
cool, cool.
It just my brain
Hey, that's fair.
doesn't.
Oh, thermometer.
Oh, here we go. You can separate Don Callis if you want.
Well, Takeshita gets like 9 out of 10 Diet Cokes.
Okay.
Because he's Takeshita.
Yeah.
Don Callis gets all the Diet Pepsis.
Ooh. It's like in Jericho territory then.
Yeah. So that's-
Ouch.
Well, don't
Yeah.
wear gross shoes.
True.
It's the shoes. Everybody else, I don't even know. Don Callis just sucks everything out.
We can just leave it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to
we'll
have
just
to leave it.
Lisa was just too grossed out to even thirst.
Yeah. And I can't deal with Kyle Fletcher's hair right now.
No, trim that hair. Jeez.
Do something.
Do something.
Renee is with Mariah May. I think she looked great in that black dress.
Yeah. Completely agree.
Mm-hmm. Anna Jay confronted her, and she accidentally slapped Christopher Daniels, who had a great lavender shirt on and a great blue and black tie.
He has a He's a good dresser.
He's always pretty dapper.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like his wrestling gear, but I like his
Yes.
out of ring gear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what he's doing right now with the company, I love it.
Yeah.
And if he wants to get in the ring every once in a while, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like his character. I like what he brings to the table.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He is a snappy dresser.
He sure is. And he's very professional.
Yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
That's my takeaway.
It's a very good takeaway.
Thirstometer.
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
Okay.
It's all about that lavender shirt and that tie.
Yeah.
I like that tie. We have Renee with Ricochet now. He was in all black, and he looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I thought it was short and sweet, but he really showed his stuff. I thought he had great chemistry out there. He had great camera presence and plenty of charisma.
Mhm.
I think he's showing that he's going to bring a lot to AEW, and I'm excited for it.
Thirstometer.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
Yeah. Good job, Ricochet. And a little bit Renee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though the Reds were not doing it for
Right.
me.
I just wanted to give her credit too. I didn't want to be like, yeah.
Now we're out in a parking garage, and Top Flight and Dark Order are fighting BCC, and we get promos from both Dark Order and Top Flight.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I did find humorous was when BCC got into their pickup truck.
Yeah.
John Silver took off running after them, and I was like, man, that guy's got some speed.
Yeah.
And I was worried when they're sitting in the back of the bed of the truck.
Right. That's
So
just
I'm
not safe.
No, I know.
Wow.
It's
We
there's-
know about safety.
Exactly. There's no seatbelts back there.
No.
You're going to
No.
hurt yourself.
And I
And fly
get
right
it
out.
that, Moxley's like, renegade, blah, but come on.
Badass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's certain things that
I'd like to
You just don't
pretend
do.
they only get to a certain part of the parking lot,
Right.
and then they all get into
But
separate
that's
vehicles
still
and
dangerous.
buckle up. I know.
Right. Yeah. I don't think they went out on the highway like that.
I would hope not.
But still, setting a bad example.
in Montana they do.
Yeah.
Country
See, and that's the
roads.
thing.
Yeah.
Once you're smart enough to learn physics
Right.
and you understand no amount of being a badass is
Bracing
going to
yourself.
save you when there's that much inertia. No. Stupid.
Thirstometer.
Oh, yeah.
John Moxley made an appearance, and
Yeah.
we saw Marina Shafir choking out
Choking out to do with her leg.
with her thighs.
Yes.
So, 11 out of 10, people. Well, we're off to our main event now. Jay White versus Christian Cage. Ref is Bryce Remsburg.
Yeah.
Juice Robinson is delightful.
Oh, my God. Yes.
And Christian slays me with the sleeveless turtlenecks.
Yep. 100% agree.
And every time I see Jay now, I see a fancy pirate thanks to Amanda.
Oh, yeah.
I see that too.
Well, yeah.
Every time. I was sitting at home because I had a cold this week and I didn't want to get anybody sick. So I was watching it by myself, and Jay White comes out and I'm like, fancy pirate.
Well, he even has a name that's appropriate for a fancy pirate.
R.I.B.J. White.
Right, yes. It's totally a piratey name.
It is.
We have a CTE alert.
Oh,
Christian did the diving headbutt on Jay White.
Christian, you were too old to be doing these things.
I know. And I laughed when his turtleneck was used against him.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
It was
Ooh,
bound to
A
happen.
turtleneck
I know.
betrayal. That's deep.
Pulled up over his head, and then the shirt part was pulled up over his head. I'm like, oh, Christian. Kip Sabian distracted the ref.
Yep.
And then Adam Page did the buckshot lariat on Jay White, resulting in Christian winning.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe we didn't see any spittle from Jay White.
Oh, I don't know.
And I know people are like, Jay needs to drink water. He's showing too many abs. And it's like, Ricochet shows more abs,
Just leave the fancy pirate alone.
right?
They don't always have access.
we don't need to body
hydration.
shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let him be him.
Yeah. I don't have abs.
But you've got heart.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got to have something.
Oh, you've got lots of things.
I think that's what I'm going to say from now
I'm a
on.
Midwest 3.
Oh, boy.
Give me the ref rundown, Gary.
Well, he did he did a good job, but he fell for some shenanigans. I'm not going to give him a thumbs down, but the audience is going to get to see the last and final thing on the Gary scale, the Gary ref scale, and that's the meh, which is more or less an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. Yeah. So he gets a meh. Yeah.
My takeaway. I feel as though this Jay White Hangman feud is not finished, and I am here for it.
Okay.
Cowboys versus pirates.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yes, Yes.
I feel like somehow like a battle between cowboys and pirates would need to involve the outrunners to lend their
jet
jet
skis.
skis to
Yes.
the cowboys.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
And they have
God,
to
I
take
wanna
to the
see
water.
that.
Yeah.
I want to see that match.
We're gonna see it.
God,
Nice.
Tony Khan, just like
Book it.
take our ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just do it. I don't even care.
Yeah, this pretty much is a commercial for AEW.
Yeah.
And hire Tom.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, hire Tom.
Hire Tom.
He'd be
Mhm.
great.
Tom
Highly
from-
recommended.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the recommendations.
Yep.
All the accolades. Gold star.
No, I truly do love what Tom throws out.
Oh yeah.
I think he really could add something.
Thermometer.
Yeah.
11 out of 10.
Nice.
Ooh.
Hangman.
And he like came out from under
I
the
know.
thing. It was funny. I was like, oh, look at you.
Yeah. Didn't Lisa snap a picture of it or?
Yeah, because I took it because All Elite Wrap Up like posted on Threads, and I was like, "Oh, I'm saving that."
Yep.
Mhm.
And Jay White is very attractive.
Yeah.
I want that picture of Hangman. I want him to send that out for his Christmas cards if he does that.
Oh, it'd be awesome if he did
Or
like,
like a thank you card and it's like just that.
or like
Thanks.
at events he'd have like the 8x10s printed
Yes,
out and
those are
that's
his
what he would sign.
headshots.
That would be so great.
Yeah, that would be good.
Let's close out this match.
All right. There we go.
All right. Bitch count, we're at 1.
All right.
Although we did get a really nice middle finger
Mhm.
when
Okada did
Okada was over top of Orange Cassidy and he was like pretending like, oh, I'm gonna lose balance. Then boom, middle
Yep.
finger. That was
It
good.
was good.
I feel like I wouldn't even be insulted if he flipped me off.
I
No,
know.
it's like a thing of
It'd just be
pride.
like,
It's
I'd be like,
Thank
please.
you.
an honor.
Yeah.
It's
you
an
see
honor.
me.
Mhm. Yes.
I am seen.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
That's when you know they're an amazing heel.
Yep.
Where it's like, oh yeah, punch me in the face. It's an honor. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, call me a bitch, please.
Right.
do it 5 times.
Yeah.
Let
But
me get
anyway.
it on camera.
Yeah. So
CTE alert.
yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Queen Amanada headbutting Camille and Christian's diving headbutt on Jay White.
Poor choices, folks.
If you want to know the dangers of that, guys, I mean, watch the Mr. McMahon documentary. There's a whole segment on CTE, and it's eye opening.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, just watch that segment if the rest of it isn't for you. But
Segment was interesting.
Who's your wrestler of the night, Amanda?
I assumed it would be Fancy Pirates.
Yes. I'll go with Jay White because I like the fancy pirates.
Okay.
He's very jaunty.
That's true.
Yes, 100%.
Mhm.
And she hasn't been doing it lately, but it used to be Ruggles would just stare at the screen when he was on. Do you remember
Yes.
that?
Yes.
That was like her.
She did that with Hangman, too.
Yeah, she did.
She's very interested.
point.
She loves cowboys and pirates.
She
I mean,
does.
Can't
She
blame
has
her.
good taste in men.
yeah, she's a good judge of character.
My wrestler of the night are multiple.
All right.
Oh.
It's basically all the teams that are standing up to BCC, who are
Very
technically
nice.
being
Really?
bullies.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Oh.
We don't like bullies in this.
No. But, for Lisa to say that against her boyfriend is, for Lisa to say that against one of her favorites, that's, that's something. But I like it. I like it all.
I
Well,
had
we
to go
can-
out of the box.
We can think someone's cute and also dislike what they're doing.
Yeah.
True. Very true. And well said. Thank you.
Mhm.
Who's your ref of the night, Gary?
Well, my ref of the night would be the only person that got the 2 thumbs up, and that would be Aubrey Edwards. But she's just phenomenal all around, and I love what she posts on her social. Just all of her
yes.
stuff about her oyster farming, and she's just fun. But anyway, that aside, ref-wise, Aubrey, she took it.
Who's your douche of the canoe, Amanda?
Chris Jericho.
Oh,
Yeah.
Per usual.
yeah,
I just can't stand him.
yeah.
What about you, Gary?
Well, my douchebag of the night is Jack Perry. You don't ruin a good cake, damn it.
Oh,
Oh, that's
I agree.
a good
with that.
point.
Mhm. I did think that
I
was a waste of a
value
cake.
baked goods.
Yeah.
And if somebody ruined my cake, I would be livid. Let me tell you. Douchebag move. And what he said really was douchey.
I have 2.
Oh, let's hear it.
Nick Wayne for getting Juice and Colton ejected.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get rid of Juice.
No, you don't.
Mm-mm.
He's still
You let him be.
Mm-hmm. And then Kip Sabian because he caused the ref
Oh.
to get distracted so that Jay would get the
Yeah.
buckshot lariat and lose to Christian Cage.
Yeah.
And Jay just wants to be a Johnny Pirate.
Mm-hmm.
Let him be a pirate.
Mm-hmm.
Well said. I agree. No, I think you all had really good points.
We
I
all
like it.
did, yeah.
I like it. Good
We're
night.
amazing.
Mhm.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thumbs up.
Mhm.
And a
2
smiley
thumbs
face.
up, yeah.
If I get help from Lisa, we could do 3 thumbs up for our Lisa. Can we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
can't see it, but there's 3 up.
Excellent.
Now it's time for our neurodivergent interesting fact. Yes. Take it away, Amanda.
So, one thing that can help our neurodivergent brain to keep on track, because sometimes our executive functioning can cause us to have a little bit of difficulty managing our time. And that doesn't mean like I don't know, like a big time management thing, but like I'm going to sit down for a minute and then it's like 5 minutes later and you're like, oh crap, I was supposed to leave. And I just like sat down and then got distracted. So one thing that can be helpful is to have a visual schedule. So especially for people with autism, it can be really helpful to have clear expectations and routines, and having those pictures can be really good to remind ourselves of like, these are the steps that we have to do. Because a lot of times when we make things have multiple steps, it gets to be too much and we kind of become paralyzed with like, I can't do it. So like, for example, adulthood things, laundry, to say like, oh, I'm going to do the laundry. But actually, when you think about it, like, I need to like free up a basket. So I have to like fold the stuff in that basket and then put that away. And my drawers are messy and all of that stuff. And then I have to clean those. And then I have to take the stuff out of the dryer and then put stuff in the washer. And it's a whole day thing. So then it's like, I'm not even going to do it. And then we never get our laundry done. So just making it a little bit, breaking it down into the steps and what you can do. And remember what needs to be done.
I like that.
So, yeah.
I know a helpful tool is, I know at the time I purchased it was 99 cents. It was Goblin Tools.
Yes.
And you can put your task in and then rate the scale on a scale, like the difficulty level, basically,
Sure.
like how
Like
neurodivergent.
How much do we want it to be broken down into the steps to kind of, because then we build momentum when it's like, okay,
and then you
I
can
did this
check
step,
things
and
up.
then we can,
Yes.
yeah.
And you get that dopamine rush
Yes.
as you check mark each little step off. And you can break it down into as many or as little steps as you want. And
Right.
it'll break it down into those steps.
Yeah, so it makes it more manageable.
Oh, good suggestion.
It's a pretty neat little app.
Yeah.
I use part of the Office suite, Microsoft To Do. It doesn't nearly do what you were describing, but it just helps keep all of my things that I need to do just right there. And then you're absolutely right with there's something the joy of checking it off is.
There's a lot of times
powerful.
when I put my to-do list in my planner and I will put something that I've already done.
Oh, I do
So I
that
can
too.
check it
I
off,
do
and
that
I'm like,
too.
Yes, I already got to check.
I do that too. I put like the easiest little things on my
Yes.
planner as well.
Yeah, eat breakfast. I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo.
Good job.
Be like litter boxes. Oh, done.
Yeah, great. We're on a roll. We're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard sometimes Frank helps you.
Yes, he
Letterboxes.
does.
Very kind of him.
He's a good cat.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good baby.
He is.
He's so cute. He's got fluffy cheeks. I just love
He loves you too.
him. He's such a good boy.
He buries the other cat's poop for me.
So nice.
He
He's a
is.
team player.
He is.
He would be a great tag team
Mhm.
cat.
That's why I have a black cat for my profile picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's Frank.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love all the squirrels in our yard
Mm-hmm.
and even other people's yards.
Yeah.
I admire them. I'm like, oh my God, look at that squirrel.
there's
So
one
cute.
that's almost like friends with our dog now. He literally came up to the glass and just stared at Ruggles the other day.
It was so cute.
was-
They just looked at each other and he was so cute. He had such a fluffy tail and he's like totally getting fat so he can like survive the winter. Oh, he's so cute. I wanted to like little squirrel. I wish he could understand me.
But we have some white squirrels in the neighborhood.
Yep.
And I think he must be a mix because he's got some white and some gray in him.
Yeah.
He's so pretty.
But he's a cutie.
Well, you know what you should do? You should subscribe to any of the platforms that you listen to us on
Oh, yeah.
so you're always updated on when a new episode comes out.
If you're lucky, we might throw out a picture of the squirrels too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I do take pictures of the squirrels.
I take pictures of my cats.
Yeah. Oh, a picture of Frank would be wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Also, you can send us email.
Mm-hmm. And we've actually gotten some now. So
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Keep it coming, guys. We appreciate the feedback. And this works best when everyone's involved.
Yes. You can catch us on Threads.
Mm-hmm.
WWNDpod@gmail.com. We're on Threads, WWND. Same thing with Facebook and Instagram. It is those things /WWND pod.
Mm-hmm.
So we thank you for listening,
Mm-hmm.
and we're looking forward to discussing next week's Dynamite with you.
Oh, yeah.
Dead air.
Thank you for listening to WWND, Wrestling with Neurodivergence, a Podcast Ahoy production. The producers of WWND are Lisa Rudd, Amanda Putnam, and Gary Putnam. Recording is done by Gary Putnam. Editing is done by Lisa Rudd. Check out our social media for updates on upcoming pods and for clips and other media referenced in this episode. Links and information can be found in the episode notes. Thanks again from everyone at the WWND family.